Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to work on this tree here for Valentine's Day. So this tree is in my dining room area, and I was thinking that I might end up switching it over to my living room area because really nobody sees it over here, because the only time we see it is when we sit down and have dinner or breakfast. So I'm figuring that maybe I could move it to the living room. Now this tree, I took down all the lights. The bottom strand of lights were all burnt out, like literally you could see they were black. And then there was a bunch of them in between that were not working. So I just decided to take off the lights completely, and I put on some little LED string lights that are battery operated. I tried to spread it out as best as I could, the lights. I have two strands, and hopefully that'll work. It'll give me a little bit of light, not too much, but enough. So anyways, I don't have a lot of decorations for my tree, so I'm gonna try to figure out how I am gonna decorate that tree. I'm gonna show you some of the decorations that I have. Usually when I do a Valentine's tree, it's a small little Valentine tree, but I figured I could do this big tree here. Now, if I don't like the way it's coming out, then maybe I will end up doing a smaller tree. I do have a 3-foot tree. This is a 6-foot tree, so we'll see how this works. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and move this into my living room, and then we're gonna go in there and decorate it. But before I do that, I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I spread out on the table here. I did a little bit of purging yesterday on some of my Valentine's stuff. I gave my daughter some Valentine's stuff that I had, decor, that I was gonna get rid of, and she wanted it, so I gave it to her. And I really don't have a lot of Valentine decorations. I don't really go overboard with decorations, but I like to add a little touch here and there of love in my house, even though we spread love here all year long. So let me show you guys what I have for the tree as far as decorations go. Okay, so I just spread out all my decorations here. Again, I don't have a lot for my tree, and as I look at this, I'm thinking that I just may end up doing the small little tree. I do not have enough decorations for my tree, and quite honestly, I don't want to have to buy some. I really don't go overboard with decorating for Valentine's Day, but I just wanted to show you what I have here. I brought out these strings of beads here that they're from Christmas time, and I was thinking that maybe I could use that on my tree. But I also have ribbon, like this ribbon here that I bought at Michael's a few years back after Christmas, and I like the way the cherubs look. They look more Valentine to me, so I had picked that up. But these are some of the little ornaments that I have for my tree. These I had picked up at Walmart a while ago. And then this one, I don't remember where I got these. I think they might have been at the thrift store that I got those. And I know these I had picked up at Hobby Lobby for Christmas time a few years back. And then this one I had picked up at Walmart. It's glass. It's really pretty, and they only have the one. But I picked this up years ago. And then I have these diamond rings from Dollar Tree. They're the really big diamond rings. And I have these little owls here that were Christmas many years ago at Walmart, but I picked them up because they look really Valentine for me. And then I have these hearts here that are from Michael's, and basically that's it as far as ornaments go. And then I have like flowers here that I've had for, gosh, I don't know how many years. I've had this forever, and I just cut one of this bush down, and maybe I could stick those in the tree. But I also have a ton of picks here, but really not enough to do this big tree here. And as you guys can see, there's the little fairy lights. They're fairy lights that are on the string LED, and I have purchased these on Amazon. And so you can see right there's the packs, the battery packs in there. But I think I don't have enough for this tree. And even if I decided to use some of these wings here and some of these little glass cherubs, and can you believe that these, you guys, were from Dollar Tree many years ago? I picked up a lot of these at Dollar Tree. Oh my God, I'm gonna say maybe 15 years ago or something like that. Dollar Tree has been around for a very long time. It just wasn't as popular as it is now. But I did pick up a lot of these glass ornaments from Dollar Tree many years ago. Okay, so here is the tree that I moved into the living room. So I'm wondering what I should do with this tree. So these are battery operated LED twinkle lights. You can change them different settings on here, and I have a remote control for these, but I have to go buy a battery for the remote control because it's not working, so I have to turn them on manually. But that's what it looks like. Not a lot of lighting, but you know what, it's okay, that's enough. Now I just have to decorate it with stuff that I have around the house. I really don't want to go buy stuff, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to use stuff that I have around the house and just make a bow, maybe put it at the top. I'm going to see what I do with this tree, and then I will show you guys what it looks like when it's done, because I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. So I'm just going to start decorating. All right, so let me show you guys what I did up here. So I grabbed that one, this one right here, this ribbon with the cherubs. And what I did was I did 3 loops on each side, and then I just left long tails, and then I chevron the ends. And I did 2 of these little bundles, and I'm just tying it. I don't know if you guys can see up to the top, up there, right up here, where the long stem meets here. And I'm just, you know, to make it like a full one, you just tie them together on each end like this. See if I can get in here. And it looks like one big one, one big bow. So when you tie both of them together like this, it looks like one big bow, and you just fluff it out. And then I'm just kind of bending the ends. These are longer than these, so I might have to cut down. And I'm just folding it in and out, in and out. I don't know, what do you guys think so far of that? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm gonna keep messing with that, and I don't know how much of this ribbon, I don't have very much of this left to like add in between here. So I'll probably just do the big bow at the top with this ribbon, and then I'll just fill it in with other stuff. I do not have, like I said, enough here in this spool to do much more to it in here. So, and they don't sell this anymore. And when I bought this, they only had the one. That's why I picked up the one. So I'll try to make that work. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and start throwing my decorations on there. Nothing really special, it's just ornaments, throwing them on there. There are a couple DIYs that I do have in mind. I have an arrow that I bought at Dollar Tree that I want to go buy some more. So maybe I can, you know, paint them and write stuff on them and put them in the tree. All right, let me see what else I can do with this tree. Okay, I'm going to show you guys so far what I've done. So I decided to put the pearls on here, the string of pearls, and I finished cutting up those roses on this bush here, and I just put them throughout. And of course I had to put my husband and my picture on there. And then what else did I do? Let's see. I put these, I only have 2, and I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree and see if they have any more. I hope they do. These were from last year, and I think the year before last. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put some Eiffel Towers, diamonds, and pearls. You know, diamonds are a girl's best friend, that whole thing. You know, things that you know, are really girly. So anyways, I decided to put all the pearls and some diamonds. So I'm gonna go back and check to see, make sure Dollar Tree has more of those diamonds, diamond rings. I love them. And then up here, I just put some of these little stems that I had from many years ago that I got at Michael's. And then I put those hearts on the side right here like that. That's what I have so far on my tree. Like I said, I'm using stuff that I have here at home. I'm not going out and buying anything. You know, usually I do a little tree, and yeah, I mean, I wish I had better lighting in the tree, but that's okay. I'm okay with the little bit of light that it has here. And anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my rest of my decoration, the rest of my ornaments on there, and then we'll see how it looks. If I get a little chance to run to Dollar Tree, I will. I don't know if they brought out any of these. I didn't see them, but I hope they do, because I really want to put a whole bunch of them throughout the tree, because I only have two, that one there and the one up there. So I'm going to continue to mess with this guy, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like once it's completely done. Okay, you guys, so here is my tree. So you guys can see, I'll show you when it gets dark how it looks. But these are my lights, and I went to Dollar Tree to look for a battery for this remote, and they didn't have it. Of course, I went to 2 Dollar Trees to look for the battery for this remote, and they don't have any. So I can just change the settings, all these different, it can do all these different functions on there, but I couldn't find it, so I have to manually go through it and turn it on. But I wanted to show you guys right now that you could still see the daylight. This is what I did, you know, for it this year. Again, I don't have a lot of stuff for my tree, and I looked at Dollar Tree just to make sure they didn't have any more of those diamond rings, and of course they didn't. I really love those. I should have picked up more. And they brought them out one year, and I got one, and then they didn't bring them out for a couple years, and then they brought them back, and I got one more, and then now they just didn't even bring them out. But this is what my tree looks like. This is what I did with the stuff that I have at in my home. I was going to do a couple little DIYs and put them on here. But maybe if I get a chance, I'll do a DIY, you know, maybe some DIY ornaments for my Valentine tree. But this is my Valentine tree for this year. It's diamonds and pearls in Paris, because I have my little Eiffel Tower there. And just using the stuff that I have at home, not even going and buying anything. So I hope you guys like this Valentine tree. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.